Good morning, students. Today we are going to study about our first lesson of civics, that is our constitution. In that lesson, we will study about the definition of constitution, the date of adoption of constitution, date of enforcement, and its significance. That are the main points which we have to study. The Constitution of India came into effect on 26 January 1950 when India became a sovereign democratic republic. Before 26 January 1950, our country was under control of British government. All the rules and regulations were circulated by the British government in India. Now we have to see its definition. Constitution is a comprehensive document containing the set of rules according to which the government of a country runs. Constitution is in short a guideline how to run the country. It regulates the government, the legislative and the executive and the judiciary. That three sections or the three organs of the governments are run by the constitution. And states how they are interrelated. It assumes a special importance as it moderates relations between the government and the governed. Further, it protects the interests of the citizens by restraining the government from taking arbitrary decisions. Whatever decisions are taken by the government that are mentioned in our constitution. The aim of a constitution of a nation is to ensure smooth governance for the welfare of its citizens. What is the aim of the constitution? That to give a welfare status to the citizen of that specific country. Same way our country India is, or its government is following that all things by following the constitution. In short, constitution is trying to give equal status to all the citizens of our country. The principles of the constitution distinguish a constitutional or democratic government from an absolute monarchy or a dictatorship. By the principle of constitution, we are considering the distinction between the constitutional and democratic government. If we will follow that constitutional government, we can see that constitutional government is just followed in our country, by which it is giving proper status or free status to the citizen more than monarchy or dictatorship. Enactment of the Indian Constitution. In last standards, you have studied about the freedom movement done by Indian leaders, and afterwards cabinet mission just arrived in India in 1946, and they just set of proposals to meet the demands for the freedom fighters, or the freedom fighters just considered about the creation of the constitution for the free India. One of these proposals involved the setting up of a constituent assembly whose members were to be elected indirectly by the principal provincial legislative assemblies. In short, that is called as lower house. Nowadays, we are calling it the Lok Sabha. Elections to the provincial assembly were held in July 1946. The princely states were represented by members nominated by the rulers of these states. The Constituent Assembly of Undivided India consisted of 385 members, in that 292 were elected and 93 were nominated by the princely states. The Constitution of India was framed by Constituent Assembly. Afterwards, it was called as per the Lok Sabha. After the creation of Constitution, two houses were established. One is Lok Sabha and another is Rajya Sabha.